It's cold outside, it's like 38 degrees. I'm not feeling it, but I'm finally here at AnimeNYC. So yeah, I'm excited to get this weekend started. It should be a fun day. I'm really cold and I need to pay attention so I can get my ticket as soon as possible. I'll be back. Finally got into the venue. I'm pretty sure I had a couple like just beverages on me, and I knew I couldn't bring those in, so I just kind of like inhaled them. I feel like it's chaos around here just because like I think I'm in the dealer's room. I'm honestly distracting myself because there's always like a really dope cosplay around somewhere. I'm like just walking through the room and I'm just like seeing people take pictures, and I'm like, yo, I gotta take a picture because yo, later on I'm gonna be putting it on the gram, so. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go look for some stuff to like check out, so let's go. So right now I'm at the VRV booth and been watching this thing called I Was Reincarnated as a Slime. It's interesting to say the least. But yeah, so I'm gonna watch a little bit more and then maybe check out the rest of the cards.
4、5。はい。4。じゃあまた最初から。はい、いきます。最初からね。5、6、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4。5、6、7、8。1。Stop.
Hey guys, I just made my first purchase for $5. $5 for the Rising of the Shield Hero. Like, yo, come on, man. This is a great story. I recommend you read it. A friend recommended it to me like back in the day, but now that I got a physical copy of it, I mean, hey, I gotta recommend it, you know what I mean? So definitely check it out. I'll put a link in the description below and you can check it out yourselves.
So how did you like break into like cosplaying, and like what's your favorite cosplay you've done up to date?
I broke into cosplay accidentally. When, I don't know if any of you are like West Coast natives or used to go to West Coast cons, but back in the day, I mean it still exists, but it used to be, there's a con at a hotel called Anime Los Angeles, and it was like super small. It was like one of those quote unquote like hotel cons, and I was in middle school and my friend asked if I wanted to go to an anime convention. I'd always been an anime nerd, and like we met in anime club, and I was like, oh sure, I've never been to a con. That seems kind of cool. And so she let me borrow one of her Kihus, and I went to an anime con. And I was just like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
So, if you could live in any fantasy world, you would live in.
Oh sweet Jesus. Okay, continue.
What is your next one?
Oh, I have some good advice for that one, but for the first one, fantasy world.
Do the fun one first.
Yeah, I'll do the fun one first. It's such a cheap cop-out, but I think it's because I was playing Let's Go Pikachu for like 3 hours last night. I would 100% go into the world of Pokemon because guys, if the first 5 minutes of Let's Go Pikachu like made me start crying because the Pikachu bats at your hand and then is like, you're my favorite. And I'm like, if that happened to me in real life, I would be sobbing for like 2 hours. And also I feel like Pokemon is one of the least dangerous fantasy worlds because like, would I love to exist in the world of Final Fantasy 15 so I could see Noctis IRL? Yeah, I would love to. But at the same time, have you seen what lives in the world of Final Fantasy 15? Like, I'd die. And same with a lot of Final Fantasy 7. Cloud Real would be amazing. Have you seen the monstrosities that are in that game? It would be horrible. So Pokemon I feel is magical but safe. Same with Harry Potter. Dementors suck. Like, that sucks. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff in that world that would just be garbage. And so, yeah. I feel like the worst thing you have to deal with is like incompetent Team Rocket. And if you're in the world of Pokemon, doesn't like everybody get a legendary every 5 minutes? So come on, that seems pretty great to me if I can just have Mew.
So Ma'am Kimber first.
Ma'am Kimber.
Yeah, so I got 2 questions. What is your favorite meme right now?
Favorite meme?
Yeah, favorite
Okay.
meme and go-to D&D character.
And my go-to deal. Oh no! She knows my go-to deal character. She knows. Okay. So my favorite meme right now. God, that's such a. What is my favorite meme right now? What have I been? Oh, the bunny that's like, if you want this, then you got, yeah. But my favorite one that I've seen so far is the bunny who's like shaking a drink shaker, and then it's like a cocktail, and he's like, your cocktail is ready. So that's my favorite silly Twitter meme right now. My D&D character. Her name is Numeria, and she is a tiefling warlock, and she is the definition of a thoughty bitch, and she is also a disaster, and I love her so much because, so she's a warlock, so she doesn't have to learn magic, she was already imbued with magic, and so she took that and she's like, you know what's great and probably easy to make money? Assassinating people, specializing in poisons. So she kills for money, and she thinks that sleeping with everybody is just the best thing in the world, and that's how you get everything in life. And she doesn't really like to wear clothes that cover her because she's a thoughty disaster. And she loves to torture Jerry's poor tiefling, who's like a very silent, quiet monk boy, and who like doesn't like physical affection, and so the way that she shows her physical affection is by just lifting her boobs and like placing it on his head, and that's Numeria, and she's beautiful, and I love her, and I never want to let her go.
Pray for her.
That's awesome.
Has been a lot of just like the solo booths and the ramen itself, but we actually have a lot more interesting stuff to Ichiran than just that we haven't had the chance to really show off yet. So we're gonna take today to do that. So Annie's gonna start.
So I want to say that,
Kind of like.
do you guys know what Tonkotsu is, first of all? Yeah. Pork bone broth. Okay, this is what Ichiran, what we specialize in. This is the only type of ramen that we do. And I think our last original is the Kainama system. Who knows what I'm talking about? So in our restaurant, you get a little plate, and you put it on a sensor on a table, and it triggers a little melody. It goes da 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 da. Does it sound familiar anymore? Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that the one where if you don't like to talk to customers, you just give it to them quietly?
Yes.
I saw that on my Facebook. It popped up.
Woo!
Yes, that means our ads are working.
Woo!
So, as you can see by the picture, in our actual physical restaurants, we don't have table seating except in Brooklyn. We have like some table seating in an area that we call yatai.
I did.
But for the most part, we just have the solo booths. You will notice that every location except Midtown, for some strange reason, the booths walls actually have hinges on them and you can fold them in. Midtown, I guess. Oh yeah.
Actually, the reason why Midtown doesn't have the folding dividers is that's our original plan from Japan. In Japan, most of the restaurants actually don't have the dividers that fold. Everybody wants to be alone in Japan. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, because we use the original Japanese style design, that's why Midtown is kept that way. Also, the tables are small, just like they are in Japan, so they're kind of Japan size for you guys.
It's also, I think it works because Midtown is a lot of people coming in on like their lunch break and they're like, I just want to get in and out and not talk to people because I have to work an 8 to 5 job that I hate. So that's why and again, like the limited interactions.
We love our jobs.
Well, yeah, I love my job.
Yes. How does an individual who's just starting off go into a mindset? Let's say this individual wants to cosplay something that looks complex,
Right.
has no experience at all, but passionately this person wants to do this cosplay and it's complex. How does this person get into the mindset of going through it? How does this person start? Besides just going to Dollar Tree, you know?
All right. So most characters that you want to cosplay, can you guys hear me over there if I don't talk to the mic still?
Okay.
Yeah, you can still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Most characters you want to do, someone else has done before you. And if they've done it before you, they probably put it on the old tube of views, and that's where you can find it. There's no point in recreating the wheel. You know what I mean? So if you're starting off and you're trying to get to something from the ground up, you're just beginning, go to YouTube. YouTube is your best friend. Now I'm gonna pause there. Anybody 70s, 80s babies in here? Just me? All right, so even below that, okay. So just so you guys know, before there was a time of computers and YouTube, we went to these things called classes and workshops. I know, archaic thing, Vitamin Museum. But some places still have them. If you have a Michael's near you, Michael's also does a lot of crafting stuff as well. And you can pitch ideas to them. So like, hey, I want to learn how to make something look like metal, right? And ask them to put that into one of their rotations. And a lot of times they will. They'll say, okay, cool, well this Tuesday when we do our arts thing, we'll show you how to make wood look like metal. And that's a free class or workshop you can get, right? Most important part of that, free. So, but definitely YouTube is the best way. I YouTube a lot of stuff, even still to this day. And the other big thing too, it's really loud. The other big thing too is ask people who are doing it already. If you see someone on YouTube or see someone on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you see them at, and they have done something that you like, don't be afraid to drop them a message. Because as cosplayers, the one thing we love more than anything else is talking about what we've done. So don't be afraid to ask.
Ketchup!